I've been asked that question many times about uh, how to bring an organization to a whole new level fast. You have to really look at the relationships, what's going on inside that organization. Any type of organization in this economy right now, relationships are tremendously strained. People are stretched. We've lost the lines, in the home work balance, and people are always working all the time. And so there's a new level of intensity, but there's a new level of being overwhelmed in the atmosphere. And so what people have to do is they have to have the ability to constantly come together and reconcile wounds, reconcile disconnects, so that people can be able to work together, share together, talk, and learn together. That's part of the healthy, breathing, living, growing organization that you've got to have. And one of the most powerful forces that can radically shake and change an organization forever is being able to understand the power of reconciliation, the power of getting stuff solved. And I'll never forget this conversation that was had with me when I was playing for the Raiders at the time, and I didn't know I'd broken my hand in the first quarter of the game, and so I wasn't able to block Carl Mecklenburg at the time. Now, in my business as the left tackle on the blind side, if the defensive end, too tall, L.C. Greenwood, Lawrence Taylor, Leroy Selman, Reggie White, Randy White, any of those guys. Clay Matthews at the Cleveland Browns, Derek Thomas at the Kansas City Chiefs. Any of those guys coming off the corner making a sack in one game is a problem. In fact, over the course of a year, if you have more than over 16 games, if you have more than 5 sacks over you, it's a problem. Well, this particular game, I'd never had this happen before, but Mecklenburg had 2 sacks over me. And in the NFL, if you're the left side, you're the blind side, you get 2 sacks, there's a problem. If you get 3 sacks over you, it's a pink slip. So after this game, I didn't know my hand was broken at the time. Like I said, the coach came over to me, Mike Shanahan. Now he'd come up from the training with the Bill Walshes. So I want you to hear in this the culture of excellence. And this is literally how to take an opportunity and reconcile it fast and get back to business. Now, here's what he said to me. I want you to think about this from a business point of view. He said, Brian, he came up to me afterwards. He says, Brian, may I have a moment to talk with you, please? And I said, well, of course. He said, look, right now after the game, the most important thing is for you to spend time with your family. Listen to what he's saying. He says, but I need a favor from you. I have to apologize as your coach for how we performed today. This is the coach, I take full responsibility for how we performed because you're an all-pro talent and you didn't lose your ability in 1 week. The only thing that could have changed is my capabilities as a coach to coach you. And I apologize for failing you. I was riveted at my coach, at Shanahan, when he said this to me. I was riveted because I'm in a difficult situation. I think he's coming to give me a hammer. It was a terrible game. I don't know why. This has never happened. I'm in a state of shock. And watch how he's rebuilding the champion in this conversation when we must make a traumatic strategic improvement immediately. He said this, after you go out and spend time with your family tonight, would you consider coming back to the stadium and watching the game with me? And we'll go through each and every play, and you tell me what I can do to help you win to the next level. So we can handle this once and for all so that next week I've got you back. Would you be willing to offer me that commitment to do that? And my answer was, of course, yes. Now, what did he do in that amazing conversation? He rebuilt, established the trust. He put his belief in me at a tremendous high level. He accepted responsibility, and there was a reconciliation. There was a way to reconcile this tremendous crisis that occurred and to be able to get us back on track fast. The speed and effectiveness of that conversation is critical. And all great leaders must have a strategic tool to communicate this to get their people back on the game. And so they can bring it. So I want you to focus on your language of leaders that win. That's part of the strategies that I teach in some of my consulting when you must turn around the organization. I mean, Toyota's got a big problem that they've got to fix, and it's going to be with them a long time. BP's got a big problem. But you know what? In all organizations, we have different pockets in our organization that are called the secret society. okay, that we need to be attended to, because we get that solved and turn around, we're going to have excellence, innovation, ideas, knowledge, new learning, creativity, innovation start emerging from our organization, and that's where the competitive advantage is.